Hello everybody, this is Val with This Is How You Do It, and I'm getting myself together again. Now I call myself being smart, y'all. I went in the shower with some Tresemme conditioner, wash my hair with Tresemme. Then I got the Hawaiian Silky and I put it in my hands and rubbed it all through my hair and put a rubber band on it and fixed it in the shower. I detangled in the shower with the conditioner and the water running in my hair. I detangle with my fingers also. So this your girl called herself trying to be halfway through. Come out the shower with my hair done, so to speak. Now, back in the day, this is when we started this, getting that toothbrush and doing baby hair. Well, I'm just gonna slick this back in the front, y'all. Call it baby hair if you want to. Oh, it ain't no baby hair. Are you too old for baby hair? No. I say no, child. Sometimes you get a little too old for that. Have that hard face talking about baby hair. But we ain't gonna talk about baby hair like that. We just gonna go on, slick it on back for Well, I went in the Grand Villa yesterday, and Big Red and I moved the VIP section and recovered that with some, recovered that, and it's looking good up there. I'm really liking where I moved it because it's in the middle of what's going on, but yet it's still private. And when I got through working, I sat there for a while and just enjoyed the space, just enjoyed the space of it all. I'm just putting a little, what I want to put on now is a little Eco Styler gel. It's no particular brand. I just happen to have some of this left over. When I first started out, I used the green Eco Styler gel with olive oil. This is the Moroccan oil. So your girl did all that. I know it probably looked like Val don't do nothing like the other girls who do with their natural hair. But I did all of that in the beginning. Like I said, I got probably 1,200 and some videos, and I probably did 500 or 600 of them with using Eco Styler gel and talking about Tresemme and all of that kind of stuff. And I think, well, if it's listed for the hair community, they'll see those. It'll probably be 1 or 2 years from now, and then you'll have 1,000 views on one of my old videos. 100,000, that would be good. Oh goodness, but it be like that. I noticed that people that's ain't did a video, they probably got 4 videos, and they channel is about 4 or 5 years old, and they be almost 100,000 people to watch that one video just because it's out there. It's been out there a long time. Good coffee, y'all. Good coffee. And I have came before you with my doings of the day. Y'all seen the Grand Villa. I built that to have parties with my family. And look what it turned into. My family don't come. So, and because my spot used to be the spot where people go and hang out. And if they come over and we start laughing and joking and carrying on, and then we'll either people start watching a movie, somebody want to cook something, or I end up cooking some spaghetti or something there to stretch, and or somebody start frying some food, and then it just turned into a nice family gathering. Somebody patch up some and go buy some, you know. But I haven't did that in a long time. And hopefully with this new family of bikers, which is just me and Willie right now in Montgomery, and Alex is in Florida. And we got some people saying they want to get in it with us, but they haven't. And we haven't got any funds for as dues or anything like that. We're just having our first fish fry or chicken fry and French fries with out of pocket money. And so that money have to be replaced, you know, and then you work off your profit. That's if there's a lot of proceeds from it. Will and I have never charged for our place. Now, they have other people used our place, and then they charge people to come in, and they set up and cooked and charge people for it. And then I started telling Willie, I said, this is our place, and these people using it, and they charging people to come in here. We had never charged nobody to come in here. But then we had to start to have a new way of thinking. This is a already set up business. But that has been happening for years. For the past 3 or 4 years, other people have made money out of there, and we didn't. But they know how to call a crowd, y'all. When you don't know nobody and you ain't affiliated with nothing, it's hard to call a crowd when you can't get the word out. And now that we dealing with these people, that's kind of that word of mouth travel. Because you saw how many people went to the rodeo when we just told some folks about it. We had 9 bikes there. And that was the spur of the moment. We told them one week, they was there the next week. So, if we have a handful, we have a handful. If we have a bunch, we have a bunch, which I would prefer. I'm just talking to y'all right now. See, when I start opening my mouth, you never know what come out, right? Oh, that's not good, is it? Did y'all hear me? I said, that's not good, is it? I said, oh, no. Don't know, y'all. The reason I washed my hair, I know I told y'all I put some Hawaii silk in my hair yesterday, and I had them Bantu knots, and it was looking pretty good. When I started moving that gazebo, because I didn't take it down, I walked it. You know, you get on one end and walk it all the way from that back fence all the way where to it was, and it was 2 of them, so I had to. They were zip tied together, so I had to walk them down to that area. And the reason I moved it is because it's some old trees starting to rot in the back, and they falling on it, and they was breaking the tent down. The part that we had put up, the trees was tearing it up. So that's why I moved it in the middle like that. But I think I like it better that way. Thanks. Sticking to my hand, y'all. I don't know what's going on today. Sometimes I think when you put your eyeliner on first, it stick better. You know that? That's what I think. I kind of always thought that it seemed to stick better on the eyeliner. I don't know if that's true or not. That it may just set me thinking that way. You know, if I have the lashes on and without all the makeup, I have a more youthful look. For as, you know, I look younger. Oh yeah, when I told y'all about that guy and I said I was 12 years older than him, I was actually in my 40s. And he was in his 20s. I think he was about 29, and I was probably 40, 41 or 42. That's what's the difference in the ages. I said in my 30s, you know, a girl always gonna say she was younger than what she was. You hear me? But I was in my 40s. Yeah. Mm. Everything they say about a young man, you best believe it. But I'm not gonna glorify him because of the way it ended. Um, it's you know what? It is something how a person in a relationship, no matter how good the relationship was to you, the way it ended seems to be the most stuff people focus on. Cause my marriage, I thought I had a good marriage. I really did. But the way it ended, that's all you focus on, and other people focus on. So, and that's kind of I don't know if it's fair to down the whole relationship over the way it ended. Not for that last one I was talking about. I'm talking about my husband now. How it ended. And when people talk about him, they talk about all the negative stuff. But see, I remember more than that. I remember more than the negative part. And sometimes I think people speak unfairly about him because of that. And no, I don't want him back. It's just that when I'm through, y'all. It's just that one bad instance follow a person like that. And I don't think that's fair. It'd be like if I did something wrong and every time you turn around, even if I apologize to that person or did not apologize to that person, that's the thing that people remember and throw in your face is that one thing you did bad. Because it's like this. People kind of focus on the negative more than they focus on the positive. I could have done millions of wonderful things, but let me do some bad and watch how it spread like wildfire. And that's the only thing people talk about. I mean, I don't think that's fair. But it's the world ain't fair, is it? It's the same way what you hear about these stars. Now, let me talk about this prejudice stuff with what's going on with some of these stars. Now, Kramer, the one that play on Seinfeld, I like him. I like his jokes. I think he's funny. I think Seinfeld is not funny at all. I think Kramer makes the show, and I think the little bald head man, the postman, and the girl. I think all of them, because if he didn't have them surrounding him, his show would be boring. When he tell his jokes when they first come on, I think they stupid. I think he don't have a sense of humor. I think he just talking. He think he have a sense of humor, and because of his position, and because how he was raised, or because how he was born, or because he have money, or because he have backing, people pushed him. But I think if he stand alone, he is not funny. That's my opinion. But Kramer, which I don't know his real name, I'm just saying it so everybody will know who I'm talking about. I think it's funny. And when he said that joke when he was drinking in a club about, and he said something to a black person, was heckling him, or at least he thought they was heckling him, and he said something about they should hang in and stuff like that. I don't know what happened. I don't, or nothing like that. But I'm thinking about that one thing, and his lifetime of work has tarnished him, maybe forever. And then I think about uh that lady that did that cooking, Paula Deen. I like Paula Deen. I like her down home southern hospitality way she talk, and you know how she come from a different world in the South. You know, by the white plantation kind of stuff was probably part of her background. And so when they brought up the stuff that the black people were dressed as slaves and servers and working a plantation, that could have been to the thing for her whatever was going on that between that particular time. And my thing is that tarnished her business and everything that she ever did that could have been good, could have been right. She could have been treating her employees great before then, and that tarnished her whole thing. And now she's off the air. I used to watch her cooking all the time, all the time. And we don't know what was going on. That's the thing. The public gets something to me. They get it. And it can be true. It can be true. But I'm just saying, what if it's not true? What if it's not true? And then if it is true, that's their experience. So you're going to fault me for my experience if I say something slur and racist, which I have done, and people assume that I was a certain way. But they don't know that I got white blood running through my veins from, I would say, 3 different sides, but you know, which is 3 different sides. From my mom's side, it's like a granddaddy and a great granddaddy. From my father's side, then there's a great granddaddy. You know, white blood running through my veins 3 times. You know, I got the Irish, I got some German, I got some English running through my veins. Okay, now that's that. And then I have a mixed grandchild. Y'all have seen him, Carlos, love him to pieces. But if I said one thing, I would be judged like that. If on this forum, in this little stream, if I said something about a white person right now, and because of what that white person did, then my whole channel would be, my white subscribers would probably stop watching me. You get what I'm saying? So one thing can tarnish your whole life, regardless of all the good you've ever done. I don't think that's fair. If you even done any good, you probably ain't did nothing, because I ain't got to do no good. And I ain't got to do no bad. But we judge people so quickly. If Paula Deen came on right now and she was cooking some chicken or cooking some batter and some fish, right now, I would watch it. I would. I called white people white trash before. That was that person I was talking to. That one person. That didn't mean I called a whole bunch of folks that. You hear what I'm saying? You can call me and my child that nigger word. I think I can turn around and call you that, right? You see what I'm saying? It was that person. What's the situation? What's the circumstance? What's the fullness of the story, y'all? See, it's something like this. People get a corner of a picture. Like, okay, you see that part right there? You cut that right there. And then you take that part, what you just cut, and you looking at that, you focus on that, that's all you see. What about all of this? All of this right here? You ain't see none of that? And another thing, these stars ain't here to be like you judging them on what their personal life. You're supposed to be judging folks on their talent, on what they're doing, their abilities. Now you think about this here. Now when Bill Clinton say, I did not sleep with that girl, and everybody was in an uproar about it, you know how I felt about it? I said it like this. A man having an affair has never determined how good he handled his business. By him letting that woman do that to him, did that make him a bad president? By the CEO of a company making billions and millions of dollars have a prostitute in his hotel, that makes his business not a good business. See, people judge folks quickly. A football player, which they see in the news now, ain't got nothing to do with it, sleep with a cheerleader, consensual, and somebody found about it, she ain't his wife, does that make him a bad football player? Or is he still able to make touchdowns? Judging a person on their personal life and judging a person on the business and the abilities of their skills, I think is not fair. Hold that same light up to your life and see can you withstand the test. On your job, okay, you work as a nurse. You have an affair with the CNA and both of y'all married. Should you be fired? Because that's your job, but you sleeping with this person out the job, but somebody found out about it. Did that determine the ability of you being a good nurse? Because you were sleeping with the CNA and you didn't do that on the job. Y'all met each other at a club somewhere, y'all met at a hotel, and somebody found out about it. You got fired from your job. Why? You hanging on the back of the garbage truck, riding on your route. Some woman did this too. Smiled at you, and you checked her out in your own car later on. Should you get fired off that garbage truck? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm looking for my lipstick. That's what I'm doing. I want to wear the MAC this morning. But I was just thinking, why do we do people like that? Why do we hold a person up to a light? If we was up against that same light, can we stand? Some of y'all right there, right now, if you haven't cheated on your mate, you may do it in the future, and you probably already did it in the past. Should you lose your job behind that? Should you? Now, what your wife think about it and what your family think about it, that's one thing. What your boss think about it and everybody, all your fellow employees, who gives it? Right? I don't care. That's why when the people was just going on and on and on and on about the president, I was like, give it a break. If Obama sleep with somebody right now, I would be disappointed, but life goes on. Who cares? Let his wife handle that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That don't take away his intelligence and the way he deliver those speeches, honey, and the way he can rally a crowd. So, come on. If I had an affair 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and it come up, would y'all lose your opinion about me? Do I give a shit? Who I got to answer to? You see what I'm saying? Who do you have to answer to? The Lord and the person you with. Somebody must need to hear that. Somebody in somebody's business, and they need to get the F out. Get out of other folks' business. Mind your own business. Put a light up against you and see where you stand, the light you trying to shine on somebody else. What have you done in your past behind closed doors that folks don't know about, but yet you judging that person? Because I don't talk about stuff just to be talking about. It's somebody out there trying to dog somebody out about what they did in their personal life. And you have done the same thing. And this is Val, but this is how you do it. Mind your business. Stay in your own lane.